On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. In motion right here, Boyd. On 2nd and 9, Taylor. He completes it to Boyd. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Taylor. This is caught. It's Boyd. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Kill.
19 Tiger.
Now Taylor on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Panthers at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check 3. Check 37.
Going for it with Pierce. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Harrison Butker now to try the Panthers field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Butker's kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Let's go. 66 first. Hey, Joseph.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They go play action now. Lawrence. Open man, it's Jalen Darden. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jalen Darden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Another carry for Pierce. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
It's 3rd and 11.
Man, I got you. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 22, let's go.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building up.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here we go with Kamara, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On second down, here's Pierce. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Panthers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Chase McLaughlin sets the kickoff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Bring it.
Here we go on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Taylor's throw taken in by Diggs. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Hey, exit.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. And that'll be caught by Darden. And some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jalen Darden, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Tyree Gillespie, the one to get him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Diggs going in motion right. They go again with Pierce. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers' 43-yard line.
Right there, hurt.
Play action, it's Taylor. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Kamara try the right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Diggs going in motion right. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. White with a pick. And the Buccaneers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On the move past the 40. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Buccaneers 52, Panthers 10.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 75 yards. And the Panthers are able to claw one back. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run the counter. It's Barnett, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check 52, Mike 55.
Now Lawrence on first down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Xander Horvath, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Taylor will throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And now here is another interception. And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Darden. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Up the middle they go. Barnett. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far. And my goodness, another interception. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Mike, 55. Check.
On 3rd down, it's Barnett, and he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Taylor. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Barnett, and taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the play that time for Tampa Bay. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They run here with Singletary. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, fans usually love